Good afternoon, everyone. Hey, hang on. Why is the game not there? Okay, there we go. I just had to wait. Uh, Welcome in. My inventory is full. Damn it. Apparently, I never finished whatever I was doing last time. I guess I didn't completely finish, so I've got some like leftover inventory that I need to sort out. What is this? Divine favor. It's like, this is my new account. I'm still unlocking new mods. New weapon mods. For the first time ever. It's like, huh, okay. Alright. Before I even get going, I'm like, I need to figure out... Okay, merchant. Here.
What news?
What news? The news is we sell stuff. And I don't think any of this stuff had anything. Even divine favor. Nah, I'll sell it. Okay. Now, I can accept all of this. And then sell this business. Okay. Now we're set. So to the day. Well, welcome in. I haven't been in Guild, or at least I can't remember when I was last in Guild Wars. I think it's been a little bit. My Sundays for the last couple of weeks have been a little bit bumpy. I think I did squeeze in a Guild Wars session, but I don't recall exactly when.
I'm afraid I'm busy.
Kate actually thought the White Mantle would not betray her? Can't be serious. That girl is an excellent fighter. Does not have the sense that God gave geefs. Oh yeah, we tried to do something. We were doing Hades quest, and we got ambushed by like a ton of White Mantle. None of the other Shining Blade will trust her now. Seems to listen to you. Can you take her on? Sure. All right, we have Haida as a hero now. So yeah, today I honestly don't really have any grand plan for anything. I still have to finish the Eye of the North story. However, I kind of want to wait on that a little bit. You know what? Maybe what I do is I finished the Norn faction. I finished the Char faction. I need to finish the Asura faction. Maybe I'll do that today. But then I'll hold off on doing the final stretch of the game for a little bit. Because, honestly, there's a number of side quests to do. Rank. Let's hide this stuff. I'm not doing... Not doing those. Realm of Torment. No. No Vabi. So, yeah, rank Depths of Tyria, I suppose. I was thinking vaguely of just doing a number of the side quests for like Asura, you know, especially the Asura, because you get a number of PvE skills from them. So I was thinking about doing that. What is this one? Meet Rank. I guess we'll start here. He is down here. And there are two ways I can go down there. I can go through Riven Earth. I think I usually go through whatever. Oh, and Blim.
Why are you bothering me?
You know what? I will pick up Blim's dungeon quest, because that's another thing I was thinking. It's like, in addition to just doing side quests, like, yeah, I might just haul off and just do some random dungeons. Perhaps you can help me. Yes, you can. You see, I went looking for my staff. It's in Ula's workshop. It's a nice red staff, but the golems, they've gone crazy. With Ula gone, no one's maintained the security golems. They must have broken down. I bet the TPS regulator has a cracked crystal. Yes, the TPS regulator is definitely cracked. Without a strict TPS regulator, the whole system breaks down. that must be it. Now I can't search my staff. If you don't help me, I'll burn the place down. Oh, Office Space jokes. I did kind of enjoy that with, you know, classic ArenaNet with their little, all their pop culture references. Let's get... Fill out the party here a little bit. So I'm still technically on the Iron Man run, so I'm not allowing myself the full use of heroes. Only 3 heroes at a time. Oh, and before I go anywhere, remember to get the bounty.
Oh, great. Another booker.
Because I'm pretty bad about remembering to get bounties. I'm pretty sure you can go down... There's a portal down this side that will get me to Rank's lab. Or an alternate way to Rank's area. Oops. Oh, dial the sound down a little bit. Just realized that was probably a little loud. It's coming through a little loud on my headset, but deal. I was just looking at the levels in OBS and it seemed kind of high. We have some, yep, we've got guys dropping down. We did. Get that life weaver, thank you. It's like, I can already tell, it's like, I feel like it's another kind of sleepwalky day, you know, sleepwalk through Guild Wars a little bit. I think, unless I tackle something like Slaver's Exile, generally speaking, I don't need to worry. Even in Iron mode. Oh, when I was selling off all that equipment, yeah, I gotta remember, if and when I get decent equipment, I need to... The equipment's not just for me. Excuse me. The equipment's not just for me. I have heroes that... Some of whom are still, you know, working with probably subpar equipment. Alright, we almost to the portal? I think. I don't think we need to deal with the crate. I believe we can just walk right on through. Hang on. Oh, yeah. A little help. Rank at his lab. It is directly south. Get the bounty. Bounty received. Kill a couple of dinosaurs. Where? I'm just outside the wards. Not that it matters a whole lot. There we go. I am looking forward to a little bit. It's like whenever this, you know, Iron challenge ends, and I know it's entirely up to me, you know, to choose when this, you know, thing ends. I can stretch it out a little bit. Hey, Blood, finally in Eye of the North. Yeah, I've been in here for a little bit. I've been dragging my feet a little bit in Eye of the North because I do enjoy it, honestly. So I'm planning vaguely to do, you know, most of the side quests, probably most of the dungeons, before I haul off and finish the game as a whole. Just because I really do like Eye of the North. And I figure whenever I do finish Eye of the North, that will be effectively the end of this Iron Man character. I mean, I'll still play the character, but it'll be the end of the so-called Iron Challenge, I think. I debated a little bit, you know, doing trying to do Warren Kryta or what was it? The Winds of Change. But I just feel like with the limitation of only 3 heroes, not being able to do a full party of heroes, I think some of the content of those might be a little too much for me. That, and I confess to that I'm starting to get a little, I don't want to say tired, or Kryta. I liked Warren Kryta, but it was, I was thinking specifically of the Battle of Lion's Arch. I mean, I love that challenge, but at the same time, trying to do that without a full party of heroes, you know, having a limited number of, like, lower level henchmen, I don't like my chances. Tired of Guild Wars? I don't know. Tired's not quite the right word. I'll always love Guild Wars. It's always there. It's a very comforting game. I wonder if I should dial down the sound even more. But at the same time, there's nothing really new to it, you know? And I do like a change of scenery now and then. I was talking with Jeff the other day, and I mentioned, it's like, you know, I'm feeling like maybe it's a little time to, you know, I'm getting close to a time where I kind of need to think about the streaming. How about Elden Ring? I'm enjoying Elden Ring. I've been playing the DLC, and I played the DLC a bit yesterday. And it's definitely hard, but surprisingly haven't had that much trouble yet. I got to the Rilana fight, which I was legitimately scared of, because I've seen a couple of other streamers in that fight, and they've been banging her head against that wall for hours. And I don't know how, but I managed to kill her on the second try without even the NPC summon, just myself and my mimic tier, and we beat her on the second try. I was like, okay, cool. Now, having said that, I did play a little more last night, and I got to the Shadow Keep, and there's this golden hippopotamus. He was a little bit bullshit. Well, not really bullshit. I was able to beat him too, but he has this attack where he eats you, which was a little hard to time the dodge. So destroyers appeared out of nowhere. Pay no mind to my injuries. I'll live. My research for the Golem project is incomplete. I haven't determined the final calibrations. There's much time. Take my findings to Mamp and Radasum. He's in charge at the Golem Foundry. They must finish my work. Yeah, you know what? Hang on. While I'm here, I'm pretty sure that there's an outpost over in the southern, southeastern corner. I feel like maybe I should go grab. But yeah, I'm enjoying the Elden Ring DLC so far. I streamed it a bit yesterday. I'm probably going to stream some more on this coming Tuesday night. But after that, I'm probably going to move on to something new. New, I mean, the Elden Ring DLC is new. What I mean by new is, like, a new whole game that I can dedicate, like, stream time to. Because the Elden Ring DLC, I'm enjoying it, but the thing is I want to play that off-stream as well. So when I'm streaming it, you know, you're not getting a full... You're not getting a continuous playthrough of me playing it. So I want to find another game that I can, like, okay, this is a stream game, you know. And actually, this coming weekend coincides with vacation time starting for me. The original idea was that I would use 2 weeks vacation to... I would use my upcoming 2 weeks vacation to try to knock out Dark Souls 3. Because that's kind of the next one on the list. However, now with the DLC, did I get the bounty? I did get the bounty. The thing is with the Elden Ring DLC being out, I kind of feel like I'm getting my Souls fix from that. So the pull of Dark Souls 3 isn't super strong at the moment. So I'm thinking maybe, you know, my time over the coming weeks while I'm on vacation will probably be a number of random games. I'm looking kind of hard at Fable. I still have to do, like, Resident Evil 5. There's the Max Payne games. There was a game that just came across my dashboard the other day that I was like, oh, yeah, I should... Oh, Beyond Good and Evil. Beyond Good and Evil's got a 20th anniversary edition coming out, which I don't have. I have the original one, so I'd probably just play that. So I'm thinking I might just knock out a number of, you know, smaller random games over vacation. Not try to do any, you know, big epics like the last 2 years, where one year I took 2 weeks, you know, to play through Red Dead 2, which is great. I loved it. And then last summer, I took 2 weeks to try to do as many Resident Evils as I could. Which was fun, but at the same time, it burned me out on Resident Evil for a good long time, if I'm honest. I made it up to and through Code Veronica. And, man, Code Veronica really... Code Veronica did it to me. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm done with the franchise for a little bit. I'm interested. There's rumors that they're remaking it, and I'll almost certainly play a remake. But man, the amount of backtracking in that one was insane. So... And so, yeah, I'm looking at maybe, you know, doing Resident Evil 5, maybe even 6. I understand that they're not as beloved, you know, of the series as some of the other games. I also have the Revelations games, Resident Evil Revelation games. I think Shinobi reminded me about that a while back. It's like, oh yeah, those. And apparently those, I've heard, are pretty good. How am I? Okay, I'm still vaguely heading in the right direction. I'm gonna get in trouble with these guys over here. Yes, I am. There's a chance that we're gonna get that crowd upstairs too. But yeah, I'm thinking vaguely of, it's like, you know, whenever I finish up. Oh, hey, Amorphous, welcome in. How are you doing today? Oh, wait a minute. You've got a welcome. It seems to me. There we go.
No one can stop death.
How you doing, Amorphous? I see you've been streaming a little bit again. How's that stuff going for you? Found you at the proper time. I have questions. Uh-oh. Like, what kind of questions? I was just mentioning, I feel like I'm approaching a weird crossroads in my stream life. I'll say up front, I'm not thinking of stopping streaming. I am thinking pretty hard about a rebrand though. And maybe leaning more into the VTuber. That's one thing. Over the next 2 weeks, since I'm on vacation, you can expect a donut to return. So, need to know proper bitrate for clear picture for OBS. I don't know about proper, but I believe the highest you can go is like 6,000. Hang on, let me check. Video. Stream. Yeah, my video, I currently have my video bitrate set for 6,000 kilobyte per second. Is it kilobyte per second? I forget what the units are. Because I think that's as high as you can go. Unless you're like unless you're partner. I think they allow partners to go up to like 8,000 or something, but if you're not partnered, I think the highest Twitch will allow you to go is 6,000. So, and I stream at 1080, and when I watch my VODs back, it seems the quality seems pretty good. I imagine if there's a lot of movement, you know, maybe things get a little blurry, but I've been doing okay with 6,000, seems like. At least I haven't heard any complaints. Other options for movement. Picture seems really clear. Let me see. Let's see, if I'm looking... Video... Yeah, video is 1920, 1080. I don't have any downscaling. 60 frames a second. Where... Oh, yeah, output is 6,000. Audio bitrate is 160. I am using the hardware encoding, the NVIDIA encoder. NVENC H264, and the encoder preset I have is P5, which is said to be slow slash good quality. And audio encoder is just AAC default. I think that's everything. That's all that I'm seeing. I do have under the advanced settings. Oops, sorry. Do I have B frames active? B frames. Where is that? Sorry, the stuff keeps moving on me. I don't see anything about B frames. So I'm unsure what that. Video options at the bottom with the look ahead. I'm afraid I don't see anything like that. Under the advanced tab, I do have process priority set to high because I think I have had option or trouble if it's set to like normal. If the game is more intensive, I tend to get a lot more choppy, choppy recordings. Let's see, I have automatically reconnect. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much all the stuff that I see. There's a lot of stuff that's grayed out, presumably because I'm, midstream. I probably can't change anything. Oops. But yeah, Morphers, I was just mentioning, it's like, I feel like I'm coming to a little bit of a crossroads with stream life. Regarding graphics, recently seen a video of Lion's Arch. There's an Unreal Engine version of Lion's Arch. Is it Lion's Arch from Guild Wars 1 or Guild Wars 2? Gotta go back to work now? That helped a lot. Okay. Well, yeah, I hope that info helps you out there, Morphus. Again, I'm, no expert. That's just kind of how my settings settled. Guild Wars 1 Lion's Arch in Unreal Engine. I will need to see that. I'll have to take a look. You might actually be able to post it, Blood. I think you've got permission. You know the unseen ones? Here's what the White Mantle called the Mersat. We thought them gods. I think they thought themselves divine as well, until the Titans nearly wiped them out. One of the few survivors, Lazarus the Dire, cursed me. So I ran, and I'm trying to remove the curse, using a book called the Grimoire Arcanum. Search brought me here, but I was too late. One of my former brothers in the White Mantle got here first and snatched the book. If I don't get that book back, I'm doomed. Doomed, I say! What say, will you help a brother who is trying to get back on the side of righteousness? It depends. What do I get? Sure. Is that back in this map? It is back in this map. It's all the way back. Okay. But you know what? Fine. Because I've cleared most of the path, so this is really just going to be a long walk. Don't have to fight more things. But yeah, I feel vaguely like I'm getting into a little bit of a crossroads in stream life. I'm not thinking of stopping streaming, but I'm thinking of a significant rebrand. I'm thinking of bringing Donut back. Like maybe I'll become Donut. Let's see. Oh, did you just try to post a video? Here, maybe I might need to run permit. Here. You will not get timed out for the next 60 seconds. I keep forgetting it's only for like 60 seconds. You know what? Let me clear this group. Did it still block you, or something block you there, Blood? Shouldn't be. don't know if I've got any, like, supplemental mod things that are maybe doing something weird. Afraid I'm unsure. But otherwise, I suppose I can look up, you know, what's the title of it on... I assume it's on YouTube. Look like... Oops, water. Probably something like Guild Wars in Unreal. Guild Wars 1 in Unreal, I guess. I'll have to take a look later. You know, the one that I always wanted to see? There was somebody that was doing a remake of Ocarina of Time in the Unreal Engine. Looked beautiful. I mean, what wasn't trying to be, you know, photorealistic at all. Oh, I've gone too far. You've gone too far this time. Where's the down? You know what? Just press. Click to move. Click to move. Yeah, there was a video somebody did of Ocarina of Time in Unreal Engine. Looked amazing. And Jeff's not in here, is he? Because I would say it's like, you know, that Ocarina of Time with updated. Hey, Dargus, welcome in. That Ocarina of Time.
Excuse me, princess.
The Ocarina of Time remake with in the Unreal Engine with some modest quality of life improvements would be a hell of a game. Commuting staff. Hey, look at this. Yeah, Darga, sorry, I just saw your post about the... Ooh, it's a zealous. It's a zealous staff. I don't know that I like that. I just saw your post about the the Discord stuff. Sorry to hear. The code, the videos have. Okay, there. I'll grab that code. Zealous staff OP. Hang on, I'm curious. I'm gonna see if I can pull this video up using their code. I won't watch it right now. Oh yeah. Guild Wars Lion's Arch, Unreal Engine 5, HD Project 1.5. Found it. Thank you, Blood. I will take a look at that later. Definitely crazy to see old games being put into new engines, the possibilities. Well, the thing that I loved about the Ocarina of Time one was that they didn't update, they kept the kind of cartoony Zelda style of it. They really just increased the resolution of everything, of the meshes, the textures, you know, but it all holds up. It's still very much in the art style. You know, it's really just higher resolution models, textures, and improved lighting. And it looks amazing. And I'm like, I would love to play that. I mean, Ocarina of Time is a classic game. You know, it'll always be a classic. But I'll also be the first to say that it's like, if you're trying to play it for the first time, you know, in this year, 2024, while being used to modern conventions, it's a bit clunky, because that game dates from a time where, you know, 3D games were still kind of working themselves out control-wise. So there's some good stuff they did, like the Z targeting was pretty cool. And a lot of, you know, action, you know, RPG games have systems like that now. But then there's other stuff that, you know, maybe didn't age as well.
Here comes trouble.
You know, when I think about a remake or something, it's like, I don't I don't necessarily want just a carbon copy of the original game because, like, I'll just play the original game. I'm interested in, it's like, what can an old game gain by incorporating newer systems, but still feel like the old game, Can an old game be updated and not lose itself? That's the stuff that I'm interested in. They're rebuilding Smite from scratch on UE5, are they? Oh, yeah, that's right. I think I did see you say that. First time chat from Eudoro. Think a new Guild Wars 1 expansion would be better than a remake. Yeah, I'm torn. I heard, welcome in, by the way. I've heard that there was a call that NCSoft had where they already kind of name-dropped Guild Wars 3. And I suppose I'm interested in what that would be, but it also feels like Guild Wars 2 was such a huge thing for them. I can't imagine that anything they're going to do in Guild Wars 3 is going to look more like Guild Wars 1. I don't see them returning to the roots of Guild Wars 1. Oops, and we caught some aggro. Hang on. Let Hero's Henchman deal with it. Personally, not that hyped about remake. I would love to see the original. What was it? Guild Wars Chrono? Was it Chronos? I think before they came out with Eye of the North, they were making a full new expansion, or they were kind of drafting it up. Oh, it had a new profession, the Chronomancer. Utopia. Thank you, yes. I'd be interested in seeing that. But yeah, I don't see them ever, sadly, I don't see them ever returning to Guild Wars 1 format. I feel, if there's ever another Guild Wars 1 game, it won't be Guild Wars, it'll be some other studio, fans of the original games, making their own game. So, and sorry, I missed something here. Something quite a few Nintendo games seem to have in common. They didn't try to look good with high resolutions, but with a good style. Nowadays, you can just increase the resolution, and it's crazy to look at. Yeah, well, there was the whole Link's Awakening remake that came out a year or two ago, which I love. I never played the original Link's Awakening because it was on, I think that was a Game Boy title. But I love the remake, and I love what they did is they kept it with the kind of cartoony overhead, top-down style. But they made the graphics look like a very, kind of tilt-shift stop-motion, stylized look. Which they're now doing... Oh, they're all up there. Okay. Which they're now doing with the new Zelda game. Is the same style. And I'm here for it. I am anticipating the new Zelda game. Because I did really, really like the Link's Awakening remake. I understand it's perhaps maybe a little bit of a controversial take, that I wish she was wielding her bow, because Zelda, I think, is established in a number of... I'm imagining id Software making Guild Wars 3. Oh god. You imagine Sin with a flamethrower or something. But yeah, they've established in a number of the Zelda games, Zelda always pulls out a golden bow at the end of the games, to like save Link. So I just always took that to mean, oh, she's an archer. She's gifted with a bow. So, inventory full. All right, drop something. Exo crest, yeah, let's drop that. More Arcanum acquired. Now we get to run all the way back because I don't have that outpost yet. I was originally going this way to get the outpost, and then I got the quest to come all the way back. But yeah, I was a little disappointed that, for Zelda, they're giving her a staff instead of the bow. Now, having said that, I understand it. They're cooking up a whole new game mechanic for her that lets her magically duplicate, and kind of stack objects. That fits more in with the puzzle feel that they're going for. So I get it. At the same time, I kind of always wanted a Zelda the Archer game. And I'm a little sad that this won't be the game, but oh well. But on the upside, they have opened the game franchise up to Zelda being the protagonist. So, who knows? Maybe there'll be Which way am I going? Oh, yeah, okay. This is fine. So, who knows? Maybe we will get a Zelda, Archer game sometime in the future. Not that hyped about a remake. Yeah, it's like I would love there to be more Guild Wars 1 content, but at the same time, it's like I don't really see, I don't really see how they could do it. The game engine being as old as it is. The game is currently only maintained by one dev, ArenaNet. So they've got it on life support because it is still, a popular game. It still has the Guild Wars 1 fan base. But Guild Wars 1 also isn't going to actively make them any money anymore. Not really. Not the kind of bucks that they would care about. Have I seen the new Doom? I have not seen. I was unaware that they're making a new Doom game. To the extent that I hear about Doom news, it's always, kind of the meme of, they've got Doom running on a potato now, or something, Kind of those jokes. But yeah, the boomer shooters, like Doom and Quake, I played a lot of Quake way, way back in the day. I guess we're going this way. But honestly, I just feel a bit too old. I'm too old! I can't keep up with kids when it comes to the shooter games these days. 2 more hours to the new House of the Dragon. Considering waiting, but super exhausted. Oh, you mean like, well, Dark, you can always take a nap. Set your alarm clock or something. Doom the Dark Age is coming 2025. Teaser is very interesting. Know the joke, buy the metal album and get a free game with it. I'm afraid I'm unaware of that one. Those guys are just hanging out. Can you get bonus points?
Oh, great. Another booker.
Yep, I gained a level. I only hope the magic contained within can provide a cure. It's no simple curse I am under, friend. Lazarus the Dire hid from the Titans by breaking himself into aspects and infusing them into me and my friends. We thought it was a gift of power, but we were merely used to ensure the survival of Lazarus. Now that someone has dealt with the Titans, Lazarus has begun restoring himself, reclaiming those aspects. Unfortunately, claims the life of the host. I am the last, and that is a fate I'm not eager to share. And of course, he's going to give me another one. You buy Doom for the music, and it's like they offer you the game for free with it. Oh, okay, that one I haven't heard of. The main joke that I've heard is, any people, programming and retrofitting, old consoles or, not just old consoles, but improbable consoles and computers to be able to run Doom. It's good to see you are well. Wish I could say the same for myself. The knowledge behind this grimoire is beyond my comprehension. There is hope, however. There's a particularly brilliant Asura named Glaven who has been sent wandering nearby. I've had trouble getting Asura to talk to me before, but I've got a plan to convince Glaven to meet me. Meet me in Riven Earth when you've piqued his curiosity. Okay. Well, that is not in this map, so I do not need to do that right away. I'm going to grab this outpost, so I've actually got it. And I think there are a number of Asura quests in here for PvE skills. Let's see. Kirsch, that's right. Get Kirsch's staff.
Why are you bothering me?
It's about time you arrived. Waiting for an eternity. I've studied the beings you humans call gods. Your stories speak of extremely powerful, almost omnipotent beings who each specialize in one area of superiority. How could beings be all-powerful and yet have more power than other all-powerful beings in one particular facet of their manifestations? That was a mouthful. Made no sense to me. I decided to explore the various facets of your so-called deities. In fact, I have been tracking one such manifestation in Alcasia Tangle. Take this device. It's called the Divination. You can use it to find the source of this manifestation, called the Facet of Creation. Right. The Kirsch has this whole chain, this quest chain, but it does give a lot of PvE skills. So, come across someone I haven't met in a while. The divination will turn red as you approach a source and will transition to blue as you travel farther away. Even a human should have no trouble using it. Destroy the facet. Divination will make an impression. Signature energy released. Alright. Well, first, let me... I'm still unlocking stuff. Let's see. So this staff, energy +5. Well, yeah. Let me put this on this staff, and then Xandra, energy +12, and this staff is +10, is 10 +5, but then also more health. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to give that to her. It's like she's wandering around with a cattail. Alright. So, yeah, let's take that, and I need to sell some stuff. I have such limited inventory.
Report in.
Because of the silly challenge. But I'm trying to be good. I'm trying not to end the challenge until I've done all of the Eye of the North stuff. Oops. And I need to trash this. Okay. Inventory right here. Perfectly what you need to use, avoiding sleeping in peace. There you go. See, this is the trade-off. This inventory is unfortunately what the Iron Man challenge is all about. You know, when you can't use storage, you know, you just have to live out of your own backpack. I'm almost done with this business. I've got a ton of dungeons to go through, though. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, Dargus, is that you? Yep, that's Dargus over there. Let's see. What? So, let's see, Mamp and Radisum. Okay. I'm kind of thinking... Hang on. I've still got Char side quests to do. Oh shit. Hasn't noticed the long gone command. I just saw you. I just saw it. Iron Salvage. Okay, Iron Salvage Cat. There. Well, I knew you more as, you know, Iron Salvage Cat. Yeah, I mean that was when we were running the whole the iron thing. Let's see. What am I doing? Asura Trap. You know what? Let's go ahead and do this. I mentioned doing PvE skills. Let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, I don't have any grand plan. I keep saying it's like I don't have any grand plans for the day. Honestly, today is just bum around in Guild Wars Day. Do some side quests, maybe do a dungeon. I don't know. We'll see. It's really whatever I feel like at the moment.
I'm busy.
Shinjay Sherman is out here. I thought he was only in the.
You honor me.
I thought Shinjay Sherman was only in the outpost. But you're wondering what's such a famous personality doing all the way out here? I don't do autographs. That would just cheapen the mood. Working on a new piece for the Monastery Gazette, a sexy expose on all things adventurous. I can tell by your smell. Back off, pal. But you're on a mission. We're out of soap. How I would love to follow on your exploits, watch you destroy your enemies with ruthless impunity, witness how you scrub those tough to clean bloodstains off your armor. Allow me the privilege to tag along and observe. Sure. Why not? What could possibly go wrong? Sunday chill day, exactly. Talk about chill. Started watching a not so chill series, Supernatural. Supernatural is a hugely, I know it's a hugely popular series. I have not seen it myself. I don't really know much or anything about it. All I know is that it's super, super popular, and I guess the two leads in it are, you know... Whoa! 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 We got splintered madly. Like, man, I'm supposed to be the one doing all the splintering. Got absolutely nuked. All right, hang on. Oh, okay. I guess we balled up a little too much. You know what? Let's get Menlo up. Oh, he's already up. Let's get Xandra up. Damn, we got nuked. Sorry, Donut. You showed those creatures who's boss. Not really. Episode 8 of Season 1 was dedicated to bugs and spiders. A lot of spiders. Ah, okay. Noted. So far it's alright. Don't find it boring, but don't find it that exciting. Two main actors, super good, and carry us on their shoulders. Visual effects are super outdated for a 2005 series. Visual effects. Was it 2005? Did that series start in 2005? I don't know why, but I thought that series was like still going or something. Or started much more recently. But yeah, effects for television generally not known for, not known for being super high quality. You know, for broadcast television. The exception might be for something like, you know, like actually Game of Thrones, honestly, where it's on like HBO or something, they can have the big budgets. Oh, hey Spacey. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Oh, you know what? Hang on. Spacey, that actually reminds me. I could do, I'm really bad about the shoutouts and everything, so I can do some of that. Let's start out actually with Amorphous, who has started streaming again. He's been doing some Guild Wars stuff. Well, I always shout you out. I'm really bad about remembering shoutouts in general. Spacey, there's just something special about you that reminds me. Oh yeah, I should maybe say. Hang on, what's the story here? In a city of pixels, a channel stood out like a beacon in the night. Amorphous, a streamer with a heart for family-friendly fun and a penchant for Guild Wars. But as I delved into their digital dossier, I found no recent broadcasts, only whispers of a test stream. What were they testing? The waters of a new adventure, or the loyalty of their viewers? One thing was clear: Amorphous was a casual gamer with a mysterious air about them. Would their next stream reveal more secrets than the last? Stay tuned. I haven't seen episode 8, season 1 of Supernatural. It should be. Yeah, no, but you were saying, you were mentioning spiders. It's like what that reminded me of was I was playing Elden Ring, the Elden Ring DLC yesterday. And yeah, they cooked up a really kind of horrifying hybrid, spider scorpion thing. I mean, I know scorpions are already kind of weirdly spiderish, but this one was like extra horrifying. So Dargus, there we go. The shadowy corners of Twitch, a streamer known as Dargus 3120 lurks. Their tale is one of French whispers and pixelated peril. They sailed the high seas with jacket security, braved Bugthesda's treacherous waters, and faced the ultimate challenge in Nuzlocke Pokemon Yuan. I'm just dumb American. My French pronunciation is all wrong, I know. But tell me, was it a crash or a triumph that awaited them in each gaming saga? Only the VODs hold the truth, if they haven't been lost to time. Fun fact, you've been stung by a scorpion. Oh no. I hope it wasn't I hope it wasn't too bad. Strangely, you don't get weirded out by scorpions. I don't like seeing them, but more than spiders for sure. One is yellow. Okay, so Pokemon Yellow, gotcha. It burned, but it was a small one, a small scorpion. Okay, well that's good. I'm not particularly a fan of scorpions. Although oddly, it's like they keep popping up in video games. Scorpions in video games don't really do a whole lot for me. The scorpion spider monster in Elden Ring freaked me out yesterday, seeing it. But at the same time, it went down in like 3 hits, so it was like, it wasn't that big a problem. And all right, Spacey, all right, it's your turn. Let's see what we get here. Oh my God, Spacey, thank you very much.
It must be requited.
Or were you gonna try to buy me off to not give you a shout out? Is that what was going on? Thank you very much for the resub. In the shadowy corners of Twitch, a figure known as Little Spacey emerges, a connoisseur of chills and thrills. They've delved into the depths of horror with Silent Hill's foggy alleys and Resident Evil's twisted bioterrorism. But now they're embarking on a quest as iconic as it is retro, the original Final Fantasy VII. What secrets will they uncover in this pixelated noir? And who's the enigmatic viewer behind that backseat whisper? Stay tuned. Connoisseur of chills and thrills. Yeah, I was actually, Spacey was streaming a little earlier today. I popped in very, very briefly. She was doing our Final Fantasy VII. Where am I? I'm kind of middle of the map. Just gonna head this way. Yeah, she was in Final Fantasy VII. I popped in, kind of said hi, but then I had to duck out and go do errands for a while. Hope you had a good stream. And, yeah, I'm looking at, I might actually be getting back into Resident Evil in a little bit. Not in a big way. Just a little bit. I need to go back and try Resident Evil 5 and 6. Now, I know 5 and 6, they're not particularly well-regarded games, but I have never played them. I have only played up to 4. So I do, even if they're not great games, I do want to play them. You hated 6, but 5 was all right, and they're both co-op. Yeah, I've heard they're both co-op. I've heard they can be played, or at least I don't know about 6. I know 5 can be played solo with, and I guess the co-op person is controlled by like an AI thing. Having another person is almost certainly optimal, but it could be played solo. Played 6 with a friend in co-op. It was fun, but not classic Resident Evil kind of game. It was more action. Yeah, that's part of why I've not felt a huge pull for those games, is because they are more action-y. And honestly, my favorite. Oh, we're getting close to the target. The target's starting to line up. Honestly, my favorite of the group is the Resident Evil 2 remake, because it is a, you know, slower, spookier thing. You know, it's not, you know, you still have to be very, very careful of, you know, how much ammo you have and all that business. I also like the whole Predator aspect, the Predator aspect of it with Mr. X. And I always kind of liked running from Mr. X. My tactic with him was to, you know, never really try to outrun him, but just to always be in front of him. There it is. There it is. You know, I'd always want to, you know, as long as I keep him behind me, I don't really need to worry, because he can't actually catch up with you at all. So, and as long as he was behind me, I knew exactly where he was. The only risk of that, of course, is if there were any zombies. Where's the chest? There it is. The only risk is if there are any zombies, you know, in between, like where I'm trying to running to. Scythe, alright. Alright, we're getting close. Oh, there's another chest over here. But yeah, I have a 2 weeks vacation coming up. Not this week, but starting next weekend. And a lot of times when I have vacation like that in the summer, I try to dedicate it to, you know, stream time, you know, stream some big thing. The original plan was I would be, you know, doing Dark Souls 1, or not Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 3. Because that's the next on the Souls list. But since the Elden Ring DLC came out, I'm kind of getting the Souls itch, you know, scratched from that. So I'm like, well, if I don't play Dark Souls 3, what do I play? And honestly, I think there's just a lot of like smaller little games that I might just run through. I've been thinking a lot about Fable lately, in part because I know they're doing a new Fable game. And it's one that I always hear about. It's like, you know, I should play Fable. So that's a high likelihood there. Resident Evil 5 might be in there. Max Payne might be in there. Beyond Good and Evil popped up because I guess they just did a 20th anniversary of that one. I've never played it, so that's a possible one. I don't know. I'm honestly, it's gonna be. Gonna make it up as I go along. So we'll see what the upcoming 2 weeks have. Oh, Dargus! If you're still in here, I don't know how much you have heard. Even Guild Wars 2 Gentle and Shiny from stream. Well, I was thinking, you're here, okay. You know, I was thinking, it's like, I mentioned earlier, it's like I'm getting a little tired of Guild Wars, and I don't mean that in a way to put down Guild Wars. I mean, Guild Wars is an almost 20 years old game, and, you know, I lived in it for 6 years. I've now been living in it again for the last almost 3 years. I kind of feel ready to move on a little bit. That's not to say that I'll be putting Guild Wars down entirely. I fully expect that I will stream it again, but I think it'll become a much more piecemeal kind of a thing. Like, again, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to finish the Iron Man thing. That's a dedicated thing I'm doing. But I'm talking about what happens after. And I'm thinking, I don't think I'll do anything particularly organized in Guild Wars, but it's more like if the mood strikes me, it'll be like, you know what? I'll fire it up and I'll run Tomb of the Primeval Kings or some dungeon or something. You know, since that was always kind of the content I liked the most. So it'll become much more random and sporadic, I suppose. And I feel that since I kind of got my start streaming, you know, Guild Wars, I feel honestly we're kind of getting to the end of an era in a way. So, and I'm thinking vaguely of, I think I mentioned earlier I was talking about maybe doing a rebrand or, you know, changing format up a little bit. And I'm thinking maybe, you know, whenever it is that I put Guild Wars down is maybe when I'll do the rebrand. Like I'll switch over to being Donut or, you know, doing the VTuber business or change things up. I'm overdue, honestly, for getting artwork on the front page. You know, that's been sitting there for ages. You know, change out all my emotes, do all that stuff. Well, I like to have an occasional community game once in a while. Yeah, that's actually another thing is if I'm not doing Guild Wars as much on Sundays, you know, Sundays could become, you know, community days. You know, I've got oh, we got all the raptors too. No wonder. Yeah, I'm gonna die. There we go. This last Tuesday, I did not actually stream this last Tuesday. I almost did. And I almost streamed Party Animals, honestly. Because I hadn't played Party Animals in a long time, and that is a really, really fun party game kind of a thing. There's another party game that came out recently that looked, you know, kind of similar. Can't remember the name of. Next year is going to be the Guild Wars 20th anniversary. Yeah, I realized that a little while ago. Wonder what they'll do. Maybe not every Sunday, but once, twice a month eventually, and change some games sometimes. Exactly. Yeah, so what Sundays have kind of become right now is alternating between Guild Wars Sundays and then what I kind of call the Limbo list. You know, the Limbo list being, you know, I've got the Steam library of, you know, hundreds of games, a lot of them that I buy when they're on sale, and, you know, they're games that I want to try out, but also that I don't necessarily want to commit to a full playthrough on stream. It's like, I'll try them out on stream, you know, and if I get in and I really like them, then yeah, I'll finish them on stream. I did that with one game a little while ago. I can't remember which. I remember I streamed the Lamplighters League, and I really, really liked that. I didn't stream it, the rest of it, on stream, but I did play through the rest of the game off stream. There was a game. Oh, it was On Guard. On Guard was a huge hit. I remember I pulled that up on the Limbo list thing, and that game was an absolute blast, and I could not wait. And I remember it was like the very next Tuesday, because it was just like 2 days later. I'm like, all right, we're finishing this game. That game is a contender, honestly, for my game of the year. Now I know it didn't come out; it came out last year, I think. But in terms of games I've played this year, On Guard is honestly in contention. Just for how much fun it was. Story, it didn't care. It was purely how fun the action was, you know. Party Animal sounds very similar to Pummel Party. Pummel Party has a lot of game variations. Party Animals, there's not a whole lot of variation to it. you know, but it is great fun. It is far. I am going to offend you, Dargus. I will say Party Animals is far more fun than Pummel Party. So, you are offended. Yeah, there we go. Not sure if I mentioned it. They added a huge update with the addition of team game mode. Oh, in Pummel Party, you mean? Know what you can't wait? House of the Dragon, new episode, but also going to bed. Choose a second option and abandon ship. Oh yeah, Dargus, I was starting to say something, as I don't know how much you have heard, but there is news on the kitten front. We will be getting 2 new kittens, but not for another 3 weeks, sadly. Kitten is mentioned. Kittens, plural, 2. Dose. But not for another 3 weeks. So we're actually going back to meet. You're apparently already asleep. Gotcha. Yeah, we met the kittens last Sunday. I didn't stream last Sunday, partly because we were meeting kittens. And we initially were going to get one. And my wife was very interested in this one, and she was holding it upside down, cradling it like a baby. And a lot of cats don't like that. This one loved it. It just stayed in her arms like that for half an hour, and just was like looking up at her, and just like, and started falling asleep. So wife fell in love with that kitten right away. But that kitten also has a brother, that kitten was kind of an all black, mostly black. But he had a brother who's a little more tuxedo. Initially it was 1, maybe 2, maybe 3. Ultimately came 20. They had 2 litters. They had a mother cat with a litter of, I think, 5 that we were initially looking at. But then they had another litter of 3 that were upstairs. That were bottle babies. They didn't have a mother, so they were being bottle fed. The 2 that we're getting are from the bottle baby section. But yeah, this other cat, we're getting a little black cat that loved being held. This other cat kitten is a tuxedo, but he's got a little black mustache. What do they call it? A toothbrush style mustache, I think, which most people associate with a certain authoritarian German figure of the 20th century who shall now go nameless. We jested about adopting that kitten, if only so that we could prevent, anyone else from naming the kitten Adolf or Hitler or anything like that. Shave the sash. Can't shave it. We actually took a closer look at the picture, and it's not actually that he has a mustache. It's that he's got a white muzzle, but his nose is actually exactly black, and then he's got like a little tuft of black fur on one side. So it's not actually a mustache under his nose; it actually is his nose. But anyway, when you first look at him, you think it's like, oh, it's it's that mustache style. But anyway, we joked about, it's like, you know what, we should adopt this kitten and call it Charlie, as in Charlie Chaplin, because again, similar mustache type with much less of a genocidal backstory. So yeah, we are adopting 2 kittens. So we're getting a black kitten and we're getting this tuxedo with mustache. We already know we're calling him Charlie. The first one's name is currently Sullivan. We don't know if we'll change that name. It may stick. One of our current cats, Annabelle, that's actually her original name. A lot of times we rename cats, but Annabelle, she stayed. Shave his nose. Charlie Chaplin sounds better than the role he played in the movie. So, the ironic thing being, Chaplin did play a Hitler figure in The Great Dictator. But of course, that was, you know, his way of, you know, raising awareness about, you know, because that was, you know, before the war and everything, and he was trying to impress upon people. It's like, hey, there's some serious shit going on over there in Germany. You know, people need to pay attention. Is what I imagine. I believe my hypothesis is correct. The past is tied to your god, Melandru. Something. That's right. We need to do this quest for all of the 6 gods. 5 gods? 6 gods? I can't remember. Need to all 6 to discern the meaning, and for that I will need your continued assistance. You'll be rewarded for your efforts. So yeah, the reason for waiting on the kittens. Hits table repeatedly. Meow, meow, meow. It's going to be a lot. So the thing about getting 2 kittens is we are officially crossing the Rubicon here. We are going to be a 4-cat household because we still have Alice, and Annabelle is still very young. Alice is, I think, 14, and Annabelle is only 4 years old. So now we're suddenly going to have these two young boys running around too. The reason we have to wait is, you know, they're not old enough to be fixed yet. So we need to wait for them to be old enough to be fixed. And that's not for 3 weeks yet. If you want, I can see your cats, Dargus. I do not want that. So don't. Please and thank you. So yeah, we're going to officially go to 4. And, you know, we can support it. It's going to be fine. But still, it feels like, you know, we just inched that much closer to crazy cat territory, you know. Although, we know, I mean, we've had cats for forever. We've always been crazy cat people. So, all right. I get it. One of these for each of the gods. So yeah, 3 weeks from now, or from yesterday, July 13th. Put it on your calendars. That's Kitten Day. Now, having said that, I don't know that I'll be streaming that day. Crazy Cat, just Kit. Yeah. Whatever I do with the rebrand of... I forgot to update Stream Elements. I finished Hellblade 2 like a week or 2 ago. Okay, I must change. You know, I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna write that down on my checklist thing of... This is the only way I actually do stuff. Although I don't even know what I will put. What badly misspelled elements there. Whatever, I get the idea. I don't even know what I'll put on it for the next weekend. I just have a hodgepodge of games. It'll just be whatever I feel like. When do I play Fallout? I have already played Fallout 4. I mean, granted, I haven't done all the side quests, but... You know, I played Fallout 4 plenty. And I enjoyed it, but I'm also, you know, got to the point where I was ready to move on. Where am I going? Verdant Cascades. That's up here, isn't it? There it is. Yeah. All right, let's do this one. So yeah, fair warning, 3 weeks from now, and that's right after my vacation ends, oddly enough. It's kind of a shame that my vacation isn't in the middle of kitten time, because I'd like to be able to, you know, hang out with them. Although I do work remote, so I can just take my laptop in and hang out with them. Might know the flag. Some Belgian people says Black USA flag. The regional flag for Brittany? Is it? Because when I see that flag, you know, that's like, you know, black and white, we have that flag over here in an very unofficial capacity as a result of it. There's a whole social protest thing that is going on here. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see. That actually is. Yeah, over here in the States, we do have a version of that that people will put on their cars. It's essentially a black and white version of the American flag. And, you know, without going too far into the politics of it, it's used in the most general sense as an expression of support for law enforcement, shall we say. We've had a lot of protests over law enforcement, and in the most general sense, I'm trying to avoid getting political. There's been a lot of, you know, controversy over the years over law enforcement's treatment and targeting of
The flag of Brittany,
minorities
Breton, Bagnols Brise, French, Drapeau de la Bretagne, a region in the northwest of France, is called the Gwenhardou, which means white and black, in Breton, French blanc et noir. The flag was designed in 1923 by a cat.
It was designed by a cat? What are you talking about? Okay, designed by... You don't just end the sentence with that. We need... See, you have me curious now, because designed by a cat, I need to know more. Is there a story to that? Like, did they lay out a pattern or something, or multiple choices out on the floor, and have a cat go and lay on one? You know, because that's a thing that people do, you know. Let's let the cat decide. You know, and then the cat will go, you know, like put all the flags in cardboard boxes out in the room and find out which one does the cat lay in. Unfortunate last minute change by myself. Well, see, there, Dargis, you know, I suppose, you know, points for you for, you know, dialing up the interest. So definitely got the attention. Northwest France is called the Gwenhardou. That sounds like a Dune reference or something. Means white and black. Gotcha. Where? Oh, it's going to be down there somewhere. Did I pick up the bounty? I did. Okay, cool. Getting hammered. I'm blind. Oh, we might be about to have trouble because we're getting over aggro. We're in danger of getting even another group. Minions, don't you do it. Don't you do it. They're thinking about it. Okay. Oh, there's a chest over there. But yeah, when I first saw that flag that you posted there, I thought, it's like, oh yeah, it's the flag that you know, people plaster all over their trucks, you know, to be supposedly in support of law enforcement. And I should say, now, I don't know how much I want to say, you know, before it gets all political. In support of the status quo, perhaps I should say. That's maybe about as far as I want to go. US. Wrong flag, wrong flag. It's, no. I know better now. It's like, I was not, but actually, thank you, Dargis, because, yeah, I was not aware. Because, yeah, when you see it that small, it does look like, you know, kind of the black and white version of the American one. But, yeah, when I opened up that link, I was like, oh, yeah, okay, no, you've got different things in the, instead of stars, you have Hang on. What were those? They look like Christmas trees. Up in the, Minions, did you... Our minions did minion things. Alright. Well, I think we're gonna have to clear these guys out anyway. Ermine, heraldry. They look like Christmas trees to me. Alright, let's get these guys. And we're very near to wherever this cipher is. Somewhere around here. Very close. We're right on top of it. Up there it is. Oh, hey, Zeros, welcome in. Stopping in to say hi before going back to torture. Oh, well, I'm sorry you're getting tortured, but here, have this.
You cheeky dick waffle.
Mix It Up was being so good about automatically doing those welcomes for a while, but it's gone right back to being buggy. So much stuff to do. I'm sorry to hear it. I think I asked the other day, is it for paying work, or is this family chores work that's got you down? Let's do another one. Riven Earth? Down here. Family BS. Oh, shit, I'm sorry. Yeah, because I know your family seems to, like, you know, running you ragged there. I'm sorry for that. I hope you can get yourself out from under that at some point soon. Where am I going? Yeah, I'm just gonna head kind of straight out. I'm gonna go this way just so I don't have to deal with the raptors, though. Caused you to miss a super important meeting with a friend who's gonna help learn to make stickers. So, I don't want to get you all fired up or anything, but it's like, do they even ask you, you know, whether or not you have plans on any given day? I'm guessing they don't. And emotes for Twitch and Discord. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear. Yeah, and well, we're getting dinosaured anyway. Yeah, I mentioned a little bit earlier. I'm going to be in the market soon, I think, for redoing my emotes. You know, I'll probably keep the black cat waving and, you know, some of the party cats. There's a number of them that I'll probably remove, because I'll keep the emotes that get used. I can see on my dashboard. It's mainly the wave and the glow sticks one. I'll keep those, but I'm kind of thinking about replacing a lot of the others with more donut centric, you know, donut tiger versions of emotes. Talk about torture. Afraid you have to go find your bed 1 hour too early. See, Dargus, you've got, what, almost an hour to House of the Dragon? See, you could have been napping this whole time. You know, set your alarm. They basically expect it and demand last minute. They're going with the whole you're our kid, you are our child labor aspect, huh? That's pretty shitty. Yeah, I don't. I'm afraid I don't know how you get out from under that. You know, it depends on funds and things, but yeah, I feel like if you watch the episode, you might fall asleep or not be awake enough to watch. Well, I mean, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, you can go to sleep, Dargus. The episode will be there when you wake up. I didn't pick up the bounty. Damn it. Oh, hang on. Just starting to beat it here. Didn't I have another quest for him?
Connor, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm just doing questy stuff. You need an escape vehicle, but costs too much. Escape vehicle, exactly. Alright, I guess we're doing this guy's quest now. Okay. And I guess we'll maybe hope we find the NPC along the way. Best luck to Zaros. Yeah, and see you and good night. Yep. Good night, Dargus. If you're heading to sleep, have good sleep. Don't worry about missing the episode, because you will not miss it. Because, like I say, it'll be just waiting for you. Oh, I guess he's waiting on me to move. Gotcha. Get a nice e-bike for 2,000. Can't afford that. Yeah. Well, and I don't want to pry at all, Lazaros. I think you had mentioned at one point you and your girl were maybe talking about some kind of situation to help get you out from the house. I don't know if that's a thing. And it is none of my business, of course. You do you. You have been, but that's a way out. Okay. But not off the books, at least, I suppose. That's good. I hope it works out for you if and when you can pull that off. How far are we going? Oh, great! I've already cleared the way. All right, we're just going this way. Trying anything you can think of. Yeah, well, I certainly hope you can. Sooner than later. Because it seems like you need the space to be you. And it's like, yeah, it's one thing, you know, if you're like under 18 or maybe even 21, I suppose, but why did it put me here and then have me go over there? Oh, right, setting a trap. But yeah, at a certain point, you gotta let you know, the kid be, you know, be themselves. Any free minute you have, it's not you trying to stream, you're looking for clothes work. Yeah. Well, I certainly hope you can find something. Laven, what do we have? It's like you say, a little book, you're homeless. Can knowledge even be knowledge if it has no thoughts? To be immobilized, some sort of diabolically clever ensnarement trick. Called Glaven, correct? And you must be the most obnoxious of all the voices in my head. What do you want? Getting the 4 donuts, yep. Sadly 4. I will say that, Jeff. Welcome in, Jeff. Oh, I also need to push the button. Mix-Up's not doing it automatically again.
The last day dawns on the kingdom of Ascalon.
I need to,
It arrives with no fanfare, no tolling of alarms.
I need to yawn. Excuse me. That's one thing I'm looking forward to, Jeff. It's like once the whole Iron Man thing is done, I can return to the full party of heroes, which means that I can get all 8 of the tigers. I can get all 8 donuts going. And then you know what that's going to mean? That's going to mean Tomb of the Primeval King runs, you know. So once I can get that many pets. All right, so what do I do? Okay, I did that quest. But I still have the cipher thing, this whole radar range thing. And I don't recall if it actually started to light up at all when I went this way. Yeah, I hope you're doing all right, Jeff. Today's just very much lazy Sunday. I'm not doing anything particularly fancy. I may close out the Asura part of the Eye of the North, story, but honestly, right now I'm just running side quests, picking up PvE skills. I'm not in any particular hurry to finish the Eye of the North story. What I think I might start doing is just running dungeons, because I do enjoy the dungeons. PvE cheater sheets. Oh shit. Raptors. Oh, it's only 3 raptors. That's not a problem. I wish to collect the skills. Whether or not I'll use them in the playthrough is a question mark, I suppose. But I do want to collect them. So. You got called crazy? What's going on? What do you create? Ah! Oh, he's way back there. You told your friend you wish you could stream 14 hours a day? That's a lot. I'm trying to think, what's the most I've ever done? I finally ran out of lockpicks. I think the longest I've ever done was 8 hours. And that was, I believe that was a Resident Evil 2 stream. And that was before I, knew... I don't want to say knew the speed route, because I still don't really have it down in my head, but that was before I had played it a lot, so I was pretty slow. That sucks, so I agree with your friend. Well, it's, 14 hours of playing games. Now, I would be, taking breaks for food and everything, of course. Honestly, I can't see going longer than 8 hours. I think 8 hours is... I might be able to go to 12. But it would be... That would have to be like a really special thing, like, I don't know, anniversary or something. 12-hour stream. No way in hell am I doing anything like a 24-hour stream. That's crazy. Honestly, you've done 48 hours in a row. Or you did 48 with a friend in his stream. Really? You cook in your room, you have your own cooking station built. To avoid family as much as... the ulterior motive. Oh shit, there's that boss, Ceratodon. He will wipe us out. Oh, the proximity target just went. I want to say that this Elementalist boss has a massively powerful shockwave attack. And even though there's only 3 of them, they can wipe us out. Oh, are you telling me there's no way down? Oh, I need to go back. hot plate, microwave, and toaster oven works very well. Yeah, I mean, you can certainly do a lot with it. Microwave was free because that was brand new a year ago. Got it for people. I'm going in circles just to try to avoid this elementalist group. Do not want to tangle with them. I'll tangle with these raptors, but I do not want to tangle with these elementalists. And honestly, I'm going to flag us over here. So that we're less likely to get accidental aggro of those Ellies. Yeah, I'm trying to think. When I was in college, that feels like a very collegiate cooking setup. Some dorms, actually a lot of dorms, I think, wouldn't even allow that. I think my wife managed to sneak a microwave into her dorm. Because it didn't really look like a mic. It looked a little more like a nightstand than a microwave. So they were able to kind of camouflage it. 1400-watt microwave they got for their daughter to go to college. She flunked out forever using it, so it was still packaged perfectly in the box. And have a mini fridge. That story there about the microwave is almost exactly me, like 10 years ago, with my little window unit AC. Was our next door neighbors had bought a window AC unit for their son who was going to college. And I forget where he was going to college, but he was like, no, Mom, Dad, no, I don't need an air conditioner unit. Spoiler, he did, but he didn't know it. But he's like, yeah, our son doesn't want it. Hey, do you want it for free? I'm like, sure. So I got a free window AC unit out of the deal, which I finally got rid of just, a couple of months back, just because it was a little loud and didn't maintain temperature very well. And I was able to get a newer, slightly quieter one. But mini fridge is heavy as hell, 45-pound. Yep, sounds actually about right. When I was back when I was working at the studio, I was lucky. I actually had my own little office. I was back at the old studio. I was very good on capitalizing, calling dibs on open spaces, open rooms whenever they opened up, before anyone else did. So I got my own little office, and yeah, I had like a little mini fridge in there. And yeah, I want to say it was something like that. It was like 45, maybe a little more actually. Not sure. Now I'm home, I have no need for the mini fridge. I mean, I'm in my shed. I suppose I could have a mini fridge here, but honestly, it doesn't make sense. I could just go inside to the main fridge. Cold drinks in the office, yeah. It was very nice to not have to leave the office, Why am I attacking that guy? I want to attack this guy. I'm not even watching to see what the tab target is grabbing onto. Alright, where... Oh, we've still got guys. Alright. Come to think of it, I wonder where that fridge went. I must have I got rid of it when our studio changed buildings. I probably just donated it somewhere. Girlfriend already agreed. You'll have a hidden room in the shed, or in the garage, or the basement, where you can stream without being bothered when you get a place together. It's definitely good, you know, the whole, I feel it's important to have your own place. My wife and I have been married over 25 years. We've been married, oh my God, we will have been married 27 years this September. But yeah, having your own, it's like no matter how much, you love, care for each other, it's like you can't just be around each other all the time. Ah, shit, there it is. I feel it's very important to each have your own respective spaces. Is very, very nice. Like, I've got my shed, I've got all my video game crap, so it's not clutter. My video game crap doesn't clutter up the house. Not really. It's, I come out here, the space is mine. And she has the same. She's got our second bedroom is kind of also her sewing room, and she does a lot of her own sewing and craft projects in there. That is very much her room. Or I should say, it is her room until 3 weeks from now, when that becomes the kitten room. But she already knows. But that's also only going to be a temporary thing. The kittens are only going to be in there for a week, isolated in there for a week or so, or a couple of days. Honestly, it really depends just how quickly they acclimate to the house, which they're kittens, they're rubber, they probably won't take any time at all to acclimate. It's much more a question of how quickly they acclimate to the other two cats. How soon before they're all comfortable with each other that we can let them out in the house proper. I'm hoping not long. But the problem is we've got Annabelle, who is a very skittish cat, very nervous cat. She is on medication. She's a lot better now. I really don't know how that dynamic's going to work. So she knows you're able to do social, but you love having a place to vanish away to. Yeah, being able to vanish away and kind of live in your own world exactly is very.
Why are you bothering me?
A very good psychological thing. Now, having said that, I wouldn't want to, be isolating for 24, 48 hours. That's may be a bit excessive, but knows you have introvert tendencies. Yep. Girlfriend and her family thought their dog Ginny would hate the new puppy at first, but Ginny claimed Sally is hers. I swear, dogs, again, not all dogs, but I think generally speaking, dogs have the more of a pack mentality, I think. It seems like they're more eager to make friends of other dogs, to form a new pack, kind of a thing. Cats, it's a little more random. But that's also part of the reason, a big part of the reason that we get kittens, is kittens are very malleable. They're very, they're not yet so set in themselves that they can learn to adapt. Whereas the older cats are much more set, so. And even so, with a, cat that you can introduce old cats to each other, but you tend to have to just do it very, very slowly, which can be a bummer. Sparkfly Swamp is so damn big. This one could take me a while. Actually what I should do before I explore the whole of Sparkfly Swamp, I want to say this one can show up. Apologies, don't mean to be spitting. I want to say the cipher could show up here, or maybe over here. And that's not too far away, so maybe I check those out first. I do have to go through some dinosaurs to get there, though. Can happily go 48 hours without human interaction. You say without human interaction, it's funny. I started, a little bit late today. Not too late, but just a little bit. And it was a known thing, that I'd probably be a little bit late today. because there was a gem fair going on that my wife loves going to those, and it's cool going to gem fair. You see a bunch of shiny, pretty rocks. But a lot of times when we go to a gem fair like that, she's looking for something in particular, like, you know, a pretty bookends or a strand of pearls that she can make a bracelet out of, or something like that. This time, honestly, she didn't really have anything on her shopping list, so we just kind of went just to go. We went, we walked around for half an hour, and then she's like, okay, I'm done. I'm done with people. It's too people-y out. I just want to go home and sit on the sofa. Like, fine with me. That's kind of my default speed. Is I usually don't really want to, you know, friends are fine, but just random people, random crowds, no. No, I pretty much never want to be out with them there. Okay, I think if the cipher were in either of these locations, the proximity thing would be lighting up now. So I'm going to start heading north. Make sure there's a fluffy critter. Yeah. Yeah. Being around other people, ew. Being around pets, hell yeah. That's the general thing. Gave your friend 2 really nice minerals. Gave her some green aventurine and a piece of dirty raw emerald. Yeah, it's kind of crazy going to a gem fair. You know, a lot of the stuff that they have. We have a little game now that we play when we go to the gem fairs. Is I don't know about this for other people. The first time we went to our local gem fair, we were a bit shocked. You know, not outraged, but amusingly shocked that at the number of carved phalluses, you know, stonework dicks that people have carved that were on sale at the gem fair. It was pretty hilarious. So the first time we went, they were everywhere. It's like almost every stand had some. The second time we went, they hardly had any. Oh, the target just lit up. Okay, so we're getting close to target. So it's kind of become a little mini game for us. Every time we're going to gem fair, it's like, all right, how many dicks are we going to see at the gem fair today? Today we only saw 3. So, and they were all just at one booth. So, first thing I hear when I come in is stonework dicks. It would be one of those streams. You know, welcome in, Shinobi. I think I initially started to try to dance around the subject a little bit, but I was like, you know what? Why dance? You know, why should I even bother dancing around this subject? It's funny. Seriously, stonework. How many stonework dicks? Someone likes fancy dildos. Yeah, it's funny. You know, so Shinobi, I could give you the backstory, although I don't know if you want the backstory. Honestly, it might be funnier just to have that as a completely out of context discussion. Stone, though, wouldn't that be a little bit painful? Discussions of rigidity aside, I choose to believe that the stonework dicks in question are purely decorative. Not something I would get for my household, but again, people You know, people are people. They can do and enjoy and decorate their house however they like. Although, actually, that reminds me of a story. Stonework dicks reminds me of a story. It's polished and clean. It's pretty smooth. These are all very, very shiny, very smooth, very polished things, you know, so to each their own. Nothing says well off like walking into someone's house and seeing their hearth decorated with stone sausages. Well, and all different sizes. So they would have... I wasn't going to get into this discussion today. And yet here we are. So most of them would be, you know, real size, you know, 7, 9 inches, whatever. Every now and then there'd be a huge one. There'd be a foot long. But there'd also be like little 2 or 3 inchers. Hey, J Fox, best stream yet. Hey, what can I say? They'd also have like, you know, little ornamental ones. They also had some that had like you know, probably like less than an inch that were for keychains. So, you know, you can get, you know, whatever size you want. You know, they've got them, you know. They aim to please, so. Stone schlongs, rock hard willies. Bet they cost a lot. If you do buy one, you better not take it for granted. Haha! But that is true. You know, the rocks over there, you know, you can tell. We did not look at the price of these things. However, we were looking at some other, because the dicks is just one thing, but they have statues of other, like they would have carved crows, carved cats, you know. Hell, today they had carved baby Yodas and Pikachus, you know, out of like I forget the stones, you know, not precious jewels, but more, you know, shiny, polished, you know, like purple stones and things like that. You know, really interesting stuff. So we'd see the prices of those, and yeah, they're like $40 or $50, you know, for things like that. Want Baby Yoda and Pikachu? Yeah, they had them. They had them there this time. I think they've had Pikachu before. I don't think they have had. I think this is the first time we saw Baby Yodas. But anyway, what this whole story reminded me of the Stone Ding Dongs is there's a story. Well, it's not a story. It's a real thing. Is, of course, you know, we all know, you know, Greco-Roman art, you know, statuary, famed for, you know, a lot of naked guys out, you know, letting it all hang out, you know, and these statues are everywhere, you know, lining the streets. So now, of course, once, you know, Christianity kind of took over and things got a lot more I don't know exactly what word I'm looking for. There was more emphasis on covering up. You know, so if they couldn't just slap a maple leaf on top of the appendages in question, they would go around and actually actively knock off, you know, the penises off the statues. So there's actually a subsection of archaeology around, you know, Greco-Roman stuff, where they have these boxes full of these stonework, you know, penises that were knocked off of statues, that they go around trying to find out which statue, you know, which statue did this one belong to. And I was like, you know, the art history side of me respects it. It's like, hey, that, you know, dedication to duty. It's like, yeah, you want to try to, you know, find and restore the artwork, but at the same time, it's like, wow, what a job. You know, it's like, you know, pin the dick on the Roman. You know, it's like what a game to play. Up, the cipher is up here. Oh no, we're gonna get raptored. Getting raptored. So anyway, that was a side story. That whole thing reminded me of. Apologies to the more sensitive eared viewers, if indeed any are out there. Rockbox, who's cocking the new game show for archaeological experts? You know, honestly, you know, I'd watch that show. I'd watch the show and laugh, you know. Raptor is blocking everything. You know what? I'm just going to go after the Faster to death. And he is obstructed. He is like perfectly on the tree, man. So, water. All right. So yes, I wasn't planning to get into a long discussion of, you know, geological phallus, stuff, and yet here we are. Why not? There's already a Japanese game show where you touch, smell, and have to guess if a butt is a man's. I read that, and it's like, it's hilarious, and yet at the same time, not surprised at all. Not match the butt to its owner. There's actually, that actually reminded me. So when I was in college, I had an art history instructor. This Japanese man who he was really big into ancient, classical art and statuary. So we're talking Greco-Roman stuff. And there's an actual art history book out there called The Art of the Phallus. And it's an entire book dedicated to classical, it might not just be classical representation, it might be across all cultures, of, the penis in art and architecture. So, if this discussion has awakened any interest in anyone in chat or out there on the internet, there are resources out there available to you. That's all I'm saying. I will not judge. I might snicker, but at the same time, hey, today's 100 for 100 for topics. Honestly, all you need to do is get me going. I'll try to keep things relatively, honestly, I bet you that's where a lot of the fun is not so much the topic, is that I try to dance around and be polite about the topic. I feel that maybe that's where the entertainment is, the randomness of it. Well, all right, I'll tell you. So I mentioned we went to the gem show, and that's how we got into the whole side discussion of the stone dicks. Part of the reason we go to the gem show is they have this thing where it's like we get the ticket for the gem show, and we fill it out. We've got our information, and every ticket that you get for a gem show comes with a free pass to the next gem show. So it's a way of getting you to come back. And all we have to do is fill out that next free one, go to the next one, we get another free one. So realistically, we only ever had to pay admission for the very first gem show. And now we can just kind of keep this going. We just kind of keep getting free tickets. So we already know we can have this whole discussion again about stonework dicks this coming November, because that is when our next gem show is going to be. So you just bluntness is what keeps you fun. Dicks be rocking again. Rigidity being a thing. Why am I looking at the map? See Kirsch. All right, I have one more of these to do. The Cipher of Listen. Actually, that's not true. I have two more to do. Magus Stones. All right. I have to do this one, and then once I turn them all in, there's one last one to do. Today, honestly, I was thinking of doing dungeons or finishing up the Asura quest. Honestly, it's just going to be doing Kirsch's whole chain of quests. I love this day. You need to laugh. Well, I'm glad I was able to pass along some laughter. And I swear to God, I am not joking. You know what, Saros? The next time you get a gem, I know, you know, you're might have to travel a little bit for it, but the next time a gem fair comes to your neck of the woods, I swear to God, go and keep an eye out. You know, and at first, you know, because they're a little abstract, but at the same time, once you see them, you start seeing them everywhere. You know, and it's just become an amusing game. Hasn't been a gem show anywhere near you in ages. Just go for the.
There's someone prowling around here.
There's easier ways. Oh, hey, Gangster Bob, welcome in.
I'm busy.
Welcome in. I'm glad you missed. I suppose I'm glad you missed the discussion we've just been having. Or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe you would have enjoyed it. It's not for me to judge. But it's been an amusing penis art. Love it. Yeah. Okay. You've heard enough of it. You get the idea. Now I should also mention, you know, it's not exclusively penises. They also have torsos of women, you know, that you can get. They don't quite stand out quite as much, I suppose, because in a way, I guess, you know, being, you know, part of Western civilization, in a way we're more used to the feminine form in art, and art as being accepted in a way, which is amusing because a lot of it was, you know, patrons who paying artists because they were horny and they wanted pictures of naked women. Somehow that's more accepted than the male nudity, but whatever. So yeah, there's some, you know, there's some, you know, naked lady bits out there too. But that's at least, you know, you get more of the body as a whole. Whereas with the male thing, it's literally just that one part, you know. Well, I suppose technically 3 parts if you want to get technical, but sounds very odd to me. Well, that actually reminded me, there's some... Oh, the target's nearby. There are bronze statues. So there's this thing with bronze statue artwork where the patina of a bronze statue wears differently depending on how people walking up and touching a bronze artwork, like the oils in our hands, you know, it'll cause the bronze to like not get the same level of wear. So you'll see things like on memes. There's this one statue of a bronze sculpture of a dog, and it's just like a park statue, and it's just like a human scale, a person and their dog. And you can tell that people have been coming up to the statue and petting the dog or patting it on its nose, because you'll see that, oh shit, we got aggro. You know, you'll see the patina on the nose is much more golden. It's not as dirty and rusty as the rest. Well, you know, there are certain sculptures of the feminine variety that have, shall we say, similar treatment. So yeah, the touching and the feeling is very much out there in the statuary business. It cracks me up, you know, people trying to feel up a bronze statue, because in my experience it feels nothing like the real thing. But I don't know, maybe they just want to. People just got to put their hands on something, I guess. I don't know. The male mushroom in the stones. See if you are people who rub boobs and butts, and yep, exactly. Is this guy? I don't know, but I'm gonna clear out these crate. Could be that way. You know, oh, I bet you it's up there. Yes, you come to my streams for, you know, a strange cross-section of art history and the practicality of people being people, you know, especially around art. It's like no matter how highbrow you might think the art is, it's not. It really isn't. Not when it comes to nudes. You know, people will put up, you know, the pretense of being high-minded about it. Nah. Maybe we're high-minded about it now, but back when those artworks were commissioned, nah. It's the same thing as people commissioning furry art these days. I'm not saying that to, you know, make it sound like it's a bad thing. It's like, it's not a bad thing. You know, the artist's got to make money. You know, it's fine. But don't try to make it any more special than it is, you know. You know, it's all, you know, the whole patron system of art, you know, is... It's one long continuity. The subject matter may change, but the intent never changes. If I was art smart, I'd make a statue that has jiggle. Smacks the booty on it, has jiggle. Ballistics gel. Make a statue out of ballistics gel. Boom, there you go. You know, there's already, you know, there's... Is it down there? I bet you it's down here in this, too jiggly and will melt. Okay, yeah, that's fair. I suppose there's the whole sex doll market, you know, that has, I don't know, what is it? I don't know what that material is. Silicone, TPE, or one of those kind of things. But then that wouldn't be able to hold up to the outside elements, though, either. You might be able to put that, like, in a, you know, in an inside display somewhere, but not outside. Don't even... Your pal was on a huge rant about them recently. I recently learned, apparently, there's an Ada Wong sex doll. Actually, it might have been you that mentioned it, because I think we were talking about Bilbo. Was it Bilbo that was talking about getting an Ada Wong sex doll or something? And I honestly hadn't thought about that. It was like, oh yeah, character-specific sex dolls. Okay. I mean, if the market will support it. Bilbo wanted it. Okay, so yeah. I remembered hearing that. Okay, it's not this way. It must be this. I bet you it's up in this passage up here. See, you know, I'm looking back. He gets a stonework. See, I remember back when I started stream like 2 hours ago, you know, I was talking about, you know, kittens and cute stuff, you know. Somehow we got into the whole, you know, this whole other area. And I know why, you know, you guys got me on the subject of the gem show that we went to, and I just couldn't let it. I had to mention. I was like, oh yeah, by the way, if you ever go to a gem show, keep an eye out. So yeah, Zaros, I don't know if you heard, as far as the kittens are concerned, we're actually going to go visit them. We have 2 kittens picked out. We're going to go visit them again Tuesday. But we will not be bringing them home until July 13th, I believe. Sadly. So, but the foster was really cool. It's like, oh yeah, you can come visit them anytime, which is nice. Showed your ferrets on stream 2 times. Oh, really? I'm not getting any closer. Okay, I bet you maybe it's down here. Both times flooded with Oz. Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, yeah, they're ferrets. I stopped. Ferrets are cute.
I'm busy.
Ferrets are also rambunctious as hell, from what I understand. I went to when I was out doing my errand shopping today. I swung by Thief Noodles. Oh, what did I see? What's like one of the #1 best ferret toys is to get some. It's not like AC ducting, but it's kind of a tunnel material that you could use for air, piping air around, but it's very soft. It could be just thrown in a tangle on the ground, and ferrets love to run through it, and they look like they're noodles inside of doodles or something. I keep seeing people posting pictures of that. Like, you've got ferrets, that seems like a thing to have. But yeah, while I was out on errands, I stopped by the pet store today, pick up some cat food, and they had ferrets. Oddly, the ferrets were not active. They were all sleeping. It seems like every time I go to the pet store, the ferrets are just going bonkers. They're running around in circles and wrestling with each other. It was actually a little weird to see them actually curl up sleeping. Chaos swoofs, exactly. You can make tunnel systems around a room for... Yeah, exactly. Did I pet them? I did not. They were asleep. I didn't want to wake them up. I did kind of hang out and look at them a little bit. They had 3 of them. 2 of them were asleep. The other one was bathing itself, but looked like it was settling down. And I appear to be going the wrong way. The meter started going blue back there, so I'm going to head back this way. Okay, get closer, getting closer. I should get some and make a ferret playroom. Honestly, I don't know if we could keep up with ferrets. I have a suspicion they might be a little too much of a live wire for us. I mean, I say that we're about to get 2 kittens, and that's going to upend our lives like crazy. Nope, not this way. Guess we're going this way. The hope is that the kittens will be able to make friends with and be able to play with Annabelle quite a bit. They can all keep each other company. I mean, we'll be there, don't get me wrong, we'll be there with toys and playing with them as well, but I don't think we'll be able to keep up with them, that we'll be able to maintain their attention the whole time, so. Box filled with macaroni, lots of soft blankets to snuggle. Ferrets will bond with anything. There is a part of me, I do admit, I do think it would be really cool to have a ferret with cats. And have, the cats and the ferrets getting along. That seems like a good chaos party, Or kittens, rather. The thing is cats tend to grow up and become more sedate. They grow up and they kind of generally, more want to sleep than anything else. I mean, they'll play, but, but they also run out of their battery pretty quick. Alright, that was the last of Kirsch's initial burst of stuff. Mongo loves your noodles. A ferret who has a cat personality. Psycho Snuggles. Psycho Snuggles is a good name, come to think of it. It's a good name for a pet. All right, Kirsch, I've got your stuff here.
I'm busy.
All right, I have mental block,
Why are you bothering me?
radiation field.
Why are you bothering me?
I used radiation field in some farming builds. So, admittedly, a really, really slow farming build, but it did work. Cern scan,
Why are you bothering
technobabble.
Why are you
Then the last one, pain inverter. This is the big one, pain inverter. Arbor Bay. All right. Pain inverter is like the PvE skill, as far as I'm concerned. Well, I suppose, you know, I suppose there's a number of PvE skills that are really, really good. There are some good Norn ones for farming. I just always love Pain Inverter. I always love taking Pain Inverter and running up on Molotov Rocktail in the Char Hoblitz, getting Pain Inverter on him right when he, like, tries to bomb our whole party. And he ends up one-shotting himself. Yeah, ferrets raised with kittens. Had 2 that were trained to come back when called, and you could let them go outside. Oh, wow. They only ever went 2 places, or ever went 2 places. Neighbor's house to play with their Rottweiler, or to your friend's house to use the cuteness to get treats. There was one time Liam, Liam got over our fence into our neighbor's yard many, many years ago. And once he was out of our yard and in the neighbor's yard, he suddenly panicked. He's like, oh shit, I don't know where I am. But our neighbors were able to lure him with some dog. They didn't have cats, but they had dogs. So they were able to get some dog kibble. And they gave him some dog kibble, and Liam was like, whoa, this dog stuff is exotic as hell. Liam kept trying to get over the fence and into the neighbor's yard ever since. You know, he wanted that dog food. Surface resettlement effort is moving along, but the destroyer threat has deepened considerably. Now they threaten to delay my schedule. And I just cannot abide my chief location scout, Earth, so frightened about destroyers bubbling up in Arbor Bay that he hasn't even picked out the new settlement site yet. My crew needs to get started as soon as possible, but Earth refuses to scout out the location. Since that's I was going to accept that, but since that's in Arbor Bay, where I'm about to go for the last of Kirsch's stuff, I will hold off on accepting that quest. All right, just one more facet to find. Oh, you know what? I think this one can be cheesed. I think you can rezone this one because there's one of the locations of this facet is right next to the outpost. So you can just keep rezoning. Save a little time. One neighbor's Rottweiler, Nico, adored you 2 ferrets back then. He'd say he would climb on his back, ride him like a bus. Snuggle will lick him and play like a small baby so they could play and play too. Yeah, there we go. All right. It's right here. I think I need to go this way. Yeah, I never had ferrets. Way back when I was a kid, I used to have hamsters. I had 2 hamsters. But that was about all. Excuse me, getting tired. I have no reason to be getting tired. First time chat from Marksman Kane. Yeah, 2 hamsters. Went on vacation for 4 days. Oh no. Oh no. Did they escape or were they not taking? I already feel like there's a sad story coming. You came back to 1.5 hamsters? Oh no. Oh no. Do you know what got in? Did like a cat get in or something? Oh, the other hamster. Oh, that's right. Yeah, hamsters can do that. I actually forgot about that. But actually that did remind me of... Welcome in, by the way. Welcome in. Hell of a note. What that reminded me of is one of our hamsters actually did have some babies at one point, and she ate them. She ate her own babies. And I was like, what the fuck kind of mother are you, hamster? What? You know, and I was a young kid at this point, and that kind of scarred me a little bit. Hamsters are evil. Another amazing weird pet is hedgehogs. Oh yeah. I've heard hedgehogs are good. You want to know a weird one that I always thought would be cool to have? A descented skunk. You know, I've seen people who have descented skunks, and they just look like cuddle bugs. You know, big cuddlers. I mean, of course, they need to be, they need to be socialized, properly, to people. Where the hell is this? It's near, well, but not. It's not this group. Weird flex, but why only using 3 heroes? It ain't 20. The backstory is this is technically a little bit of an Iron Man run. I mean, it's not a hard Iron Man, as in trying to truly solo everything. But just enough to where I'm not allowed to use storage. So my inventory is a mess. I only have what I can carry in my bags. And once I got to Nightfall, it was a question of, okay, what do I do with heroes? And I actually put it up to vote for chat to vote, because I kind of feel like heroes are a little overpowered for an Iron Man run. So I let chat vote. It's like, all right, 3 options. Because Nightfall, of course, requires heroes in on certain missions or whatever. I was like, okay, first option, no heroes, or heroes only when specifically required for a quest. Or do I allow myself the use of 1 hero all the time? Or do I do the Nightfall release, which was 3 heroes? The last option is, screw it, just use all heroes. And chat ended up voting me and giving me the ability to use 3 heroes. Oh, I guess it's this way. Yeah, it's this way. So that's why 3 heroes. And until this Iron Run is officially done, I'm kind of sticking to it. So I think I need to try and get me I to RS? Rs? I'm afraid I'm not sure what that is, Zaros. It's down in this bay. Okay. That's an awful lot of crate down there. Yeah, it's 2 patrols. Oh, hang on. There's this patrol. Let me preempt this patrol. Oh, into RuneScape. Ah, gotcha. I actually have considered, doing a RuneScape trial stream. Maybe it's kind of a limbo list kind of thing. And again, it's one of those things where I wouldn't want to commit to a full playthrough kind of thing. But maybe it's like, you know what? Let me just try this game out and see what happens. I will say right off the bat, if I do ever do that, I would be reluctant to. I'd be reluctant to play with people. And right as you say, you'd play with me. I was about to say I'd be reluctant to play with people, or receive things, you know, gifts from other players, because I do worry a little. Anytime I do something like that, I always worry a little bit about getting carried too hard. You know, if I'm a beginner in a game, you know, because I've seen it happen a lot in Guild Wars. You know, someone new will come in playing the game for the first time, and the Guild Wars community is overly nice, generally speaking. They'll be like, "Oh, hey, new player, cool, great. Here, have a ton of gold, have all this stuff," you know. And I kind of feel strongly stuff like that, I think, ruins the experience for new players. I'm a big believer in let a new player suffer. That's kind of my mentality. To help understand the game. See that, you know, yeah, if you're hanging out in chat and you're just telling me, okay, yeah, that is this is that, you know, that's what this means, you know. That's fine. I don't really have a problem with that. I mean, unless it gets into, you know, spoiler stuff. But never been a big fan of RuneScape. Won't carry, assist if needed, but not coddle. Yeah, that's exactly. I worry about the coddle aspect a bit. And yeah, I know you wouldn't intentionally, you know, want to try to ruin the experience like that. It's just something I'm always a little wary of. So help play in-game, help learn the lay of the land. Spoiler, you can't see. Actually, I'm thinking I might. It's almost 6 o'clock. I'm thinking vaguely of getting
Great. Another booker.
paint.
I'm busy.
Except, oh, I don't have inventory, right? Because of the whole stupid. It's not a stupid challenge. It's fine, perfectly fine challenge. The stupidity of what it does to my inventory is the issue. All right, I need to sell off this stuff. Let's see. Blah blah. Okay. One moment, please. I need to clear things. Get rid of the dyes. I could get rid of the dyes, but I am holding on to them because once the challenge is over, I do want to toss them into storage. Once I officially de-iron the character. So I am holding on to things for a long time. It does make the inventory unpleasant to look at. What I should really get rid of are these battle plans, honestly. Although I'd kind of like to do one of them at some point. Spoiling RuneScape's story is impossible. There's a ton of stories in one, so it's possible to do. Or impossible to do solo, you mean?
Why are you bothering me?
Alright, Pain Invert. You know what? I feel like map pieces are free 15k XP for the Secret Lair of the Snowman. Yeah. I mean, I'm easily level 20. I don't necessarily care about the XP. I do feel like inaugurating Pain Inverter, though.
Here comes trouble.
Oh shit, he's got another. Oh right, that's right. He's got another quest to do to get his staff. I'll accept that. I will not do it though. Not today. I do kind of want to. Welcome Pain Inverter into the fold here. I'm gonna go try and do my favorite thing. One of my favorite things is to one-shot Molotov Rocktail. It's just always so funny. Last time I did this, he actually killed me. I mean, it killed him too. You know, it killed me, and I think there were like 2 or 3 members of my party that were still standing. But I always just find this fun. Only give one warning about the game. Do not ever accept anyone offering to gild or trim your armor or double true gold. I have heard something. I was watching another streamer playing RuneScape, and I learned a little bit about something that, yeah, there's this whole scam about gold trim on your armors or something. Like, I don't know if it was a special thing, like it was an event you had to be there for, or part of a special guild, or exactly what it is. I don't recall. But I remember that being some kind of EPing thing. So. Scam, scam, scam. Gold trim is a possible thing to get, or you mean impossible thing? I'm gonna let Elias build up some minions here, because the minions will help. Let's get the char. Same thing happening. Oh yeah, there's people still scamming in Guild Wars, which cracks me up. And the game is how old? I mean, how many people do you really think you're going to be able to scam? I mean, enough, I suppose. They obviously keep trying. All right, Sandra, I need to keep her up and ready to go. Oh, we can one-shot this Siege Devourer, probably. Everybody up into a ball. Boom! Yep. That took out the Siege Devourer. But the Siege Devourer is not as fun as Molotov Rocktail. Let's see. It is acquirable, but player cannot trim it for you. It's buyable from certain NPCs. Oh, okay. Never been in the guild in RuneScape. Never made it past level 20. Ignore that stream elements. I already finished Hellblade. Oh, there's Molotov. I already finished Hellblade too, so. Okay, Molotov. All right, here he comes. Get spirits up and ready to cast. Blammo! I love doing that. And actually, I survived this time. Most of the party didn't. I love doing that with Molotov. It's such a silly, stupid thing to do, but it's fun. RuneScape clans can be useful, especially if it's a clan of friends. Got multiple level 99 skills, and have had characters since RuneScape's beta date in 2011, or not 2011, 2001. How does that happen? Which happened? You are useful clans, you mean? The nuke? Oh, the way it is so Pain Inverter deals 124% maximum 80 back to the target each time it does damage. So, you know, he nukes me. He nukes my party, but he's hitting eight of us party members plus 4 pets. Plus, you know, however many minions we have, plus however many spirits Xandra had. You know, so he gets pain inverted on all of that damage that he does. So yeah, it wipes him out. But you know, actually on that note, and it is 6 o'clock. I'm feeling like maybe that. So actually today ended up just being doing Kirsch's quest. Honestly, I ended up not doing the main Asura quest, but I feel I'm getting a little tired. I'm thinking I might close up shop for the day. 23-year-old game. RuneScape is, yeah. This game is currently 19. Actually, yeah, it's currently 19. It'll be 20 next year. If I choose to learn a game a bit, let you know. I will do so. I'm gonna wrap up here. Let me see who is going on Twitch at the moment. Ben is playing Elden Ring. One of the Viva la Dirt League guys. Specifically this guy. This guy
This game.
is playing Elden Ring. I don't know. He's a bit of a celebrity. I don't know how I feel about rating him though. Who else is going? Tessa is on and just chatting. Izzy is also on and just chatting. Oh shoot, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people going. Jeff is back on. He's back on the Iron Man game again. People are Dirt League. Have a friend you may like? Do ya? I'm open. A lot of people are streaming, but a lot. Actually, hang on. Let me check. Let me check the Guild Wars area. See if there's anyone else going at the moment. There is someone going. Thug Monkey 10. French. Solo Ranger Challenge. Arabella VT VTuber? Let me check real quick. Playing Killer Frequency. But super nice. Chaotic Dryad VTuber. You know what? I'm okay with it. And I'm not feeling a particular pull to any of the regular people. I rated Jeff yesterday, otherwise I'd probably send you his way. But yeah, I'll go ahead and... So, by way of recommendation from Zaros here, I will send you over to Arabella here. And thanks everyone for hanging out. So the plan is Tuesday night. I'm going to probably play some more of the Elden Ring DLC. And then next Saturday is when my vacation begins. And I don't know... There'll be some Guild Wars mixed in there at some point, but honestly, I think I'm just going to start tackling a number of small games. Like, Fable. I think Fable is apparently relatively small, at least as far as main story is concerned. You know, Resident Evil 5, you know, Max Payne, Beyond Good and Evil. I don't know. I'm still making up the list. We'll see what happens. Hey, thanks everyone for hanging out. RE5 is short, exact. That's part of the reason why I was thinking. So I was thinking instead of doing one big long thing like when I did Red Dead, just do a bunch of small things. And RE5 is one of them. So we'll see. Hey, thanks everyone for hanging out, and I will see you guys later.